Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and welcome back to the journey of completing the Kanto Pokedex within PokeMMO. This is episode 3 of a really fun series. It's been really refreshing to me. We're getting a lot of work done. We're getting a lot of progress done. Now, first things first, I'm actually going to start off by selling a cloister that we bred and created last episode to show you guys that not only am I completing the Pokedex, I'm also making some profit along the way, and you guys can do the same. You can complete your Pokedex and make some profit along the way. So last episode, we spent around 55k creating this cloister, and now we should be able to sell it for easily 100k. I'm probably going to list it for cheaper than this one, mostly just because of that special attack stat, and it has higher defense stats and everything kind of all around. That special attack stat can actually really matter. Some people want to go mixed on Shell Smash Cloister, have like an Ice Beam or a Hydro Pump slotted in. Plus, these are alpha as well, which can matter. Some people do want those alpha breeders. I'm going to go ahead and list this thing for, I think, 110k. I think that's going to be super fair. And it's also going to be a pretty huge profit for me, so I'm super happy with it. Easy 50k, just completing the Pokedex. We also have all of these Pokemon in our PC ready to be traded and ready to be leveled for Pokedex entries. But first things first, we got to figure out what we're doing today. So if we head over to our Pokedex, go over to the Kanto Pokedex entries, we can scroll down and see what we're working with. We have Drowsy and Hypno, we just figured that out. We actually need to do Cubone, funnily enough. I have an OT Marowak, but not a Cubone. I feel like this should be a pretty easy catch. There is a horde inside Pokemon Tower. I could go for that, but might be kind of a pain to get to. I might just go Savalt Canyon instead. It's kind of funny, I've actually spent quite a bit of time at Savalt Canyon recently-ish while shiny hunting Larvitar and Skarmory here, and there's actually a Tyranitar spawn now. It's a really cool location now for single encounter shunting, but there's Cubone spawns here, and I haven't just caught one for my Pokedex, even though I've spent a lot of time here. So definitely be on the lookout for stuff like that. If you're doing any normal activities that you could do something to help out your Pokedex, like I might check Donphan. Do I have this in my dex? I don't even know. Okay, I do have the big Don, so I don't gotta worry about him. All right, there we go. It actually took a quick sec because there's quite a lot of encounters here. All right, there we go. A nice catch. Didn't take too long, maybe a few minutes. Let's check the IVs. Nothing going on. On to the next Pokemon. I think what's up next is Goldeen / Seeking, if I'm not mistaken, but let's double check. We head over to the Pokedex entries. We see Hypno. We see Cubone. Next up, oh, Lickitung. I totally forgot about my boy Lickitung. Level up with Rollout. I'm actually a huge fan of Lickitung. He's such a dumb Pokemon. I probably have an OT Lickitung in my boxes. I might. I'll have to teach it rollout though, next level up. That might be pretty easy actually. Yes, I actually do. Here we go. Adamant Lickitung. This is a Lickitung I wanted to make into a competitive Pokemon for quite a while, but it ended up not rolling the correct defense nature. So, you know what? I'm okay with going ahead and evolving this over to a Lickitung. We'll put that in box 1. So that's essentially taken care of. All right, with that pretty much done, what's up next is actually Goldeen. So I don't have an OT Goldeen or Sinking because I don't really like these Pokemon. They're kind of lame, kind of boring. Let's see what I can do. What I might do is I might go catch myself a Seeking and then breed it down into a Goldeen. That might be the cooler way to do it. Get some IVs on it, maybe sell it off. It's funny to not have these Pokemon when there's literally so many ways to catch them. I'm going to go to Fuchsia City and Super Rod there. Funnily enough, Super Rodding at that location in Fuchsia City, I'm actually already there. This house right here, this used to be an Eevee training spot way back in the day. This was actually one of the best attack Eevee training spots in the game, which is laughable now since, you know, hordes didn't exist back then. But this being like single encounter Super Rod fishing, it had like Seeking and Gyarados here. It's pretty funny. Honestly, you know what? I'll catch a Goldeen if it's on the way. Why not? We'll catch both here. All right, the Goldeen was caught super easily and even came with an item, a free Mystic Water. Yoink. Any IVs? Not really. Let's go for that Seeking. It should be pretty common here, or even very common here as well, so why not? I like breeding Pokemon for Pokedex entries when possible because it's really good for making money, getting those IVs up and everything, but I think I'm going to go ahead and catch this one. We'll roll the dice. Bam, there we go. Only 3 encounters is what it took for a Goldeen and the Seeking. All right, there we go. Seeking caught and added to the Pokedex. Let's go ahead and check the IVs. Nothing going on. That means the Pokemon next up is Rhyperior, which is kind of funny. Not a Pokemon that I even have owned in my Pokedex. I just need to get myself a Rhydon and then trade it, evolve it with a Protector item. So it should be pretty easy to get a Rhydon. I know they have a horde at Victory Road, maybe in the different location in Kanto. I don't know what that'll be. I think Sinnoh, the Sinnoh Victory Road horde is really easy to get. I might just go there for it, but I'm going to double check in the PC really quick and release these 2 fish if I have a Rhydon in there or not. Okay, no Rhydons, but I actually do have a Rhyhorn in my PC, so you know what? I'm going to go ahead and move that over to box 1, and yeah, we'll eventually evolve that up into Rhydon and then trade Evo it after. So Rhyperior is taken care of, essentially. We'll do that in the next episode. We'll do our big XP extravaganza and everything, but for now, let's focus on what's next. Next up, we have Lanturn, I believe. Now, the best way to catch a Lanturn is going to be to hoard for it underwater in Hoenn. I'm going to try to do that. Part of me just really wants to breed and like evolve it that way, but I think it might be worth to go try to learn that, since maybe one day I do want to actually like hoard for a shiny Lanturn, since it's such a beautiful looking shiny. Might as well spend the time now to actually kind of learn that feature a little bit. But I'm going to need the Dive HM, of course. All right, pop the repel. Let's head off into the water. I'm just going to dive here and see if it... I don't know if it matters where you sweet scent at. So if I sweet scent here, it says it would have no effect. I don't know where I actually need to go to be able to encounter Lanturn hordes is the only issue. Okay, cute little visual glitch. I essentially swam underwater. I came back up, and now my hair is a much darker color. I don't know if that's purposeful. I don't know if it's meant to be like, oh, my hair is wet. Seems kind of unlikely. Seems like a visual glitch, but I could be wrong. Okay, after a quick Google search and some help from a awesome T-Nums video, we're actually going to go ahead and just go over to Sootopolis City. Okay, huge visual glitch there. My body sort of disappeared. We'll head over here, we'll surf here, and this will be the way to actually encounter Lanturn. Don't make the same mistake that I did. Don't be lazy. Just Google it. There's lots of great information on PokeMMO on the internet nowadays. There wasn't always, but nowadays there is. I should be able to sweet scent in the grass right here, I think, and get Lanturn encounters. You could honestly do this shiny hunt without Leppas. I always hear this being a Leppa shunt, but this could honestly be pretty reasonable without Leppas. It might be kind of annoying. You might want to use repels or something, but this is solid. I'm going to kill all of these and get a quick catch. All right, there we go. Lanturn caught, not too shabby. Let's check the IVs. Competitive Lanturns are really cool. A really good Volt switching Pokemon in NU. Modest Nature is good. Nothing else going on though. That's okay. Back to the Wise Pokedex to tell us what to do next. And next up, we see Elekid. Do we just have to breed this down? Can we go catch it in the wild? I feel like breeding it down is probably going to be the easiest way to get it, right? All right, I am just going to buy the cheapest breed possible for this, because I just don't know if this is how it works. I don't know if you need an essence or not for Electabuzz. I'm not sure if you actually need to put something on it, or it just always comes out as an Elekid. I just simply don't know. So I'm going to buy this guy really cheap. I think he's in humanoid age group would be my guess. Yeah, humanoid age group, male. I'll buy the cheapest breed possible. All right, a nice Croagunk for 1K, easy peasy. This breed was less than 2,500 Pokeyen. Let's put it together and see how it comes out. Hopefully, it's just an Elekid. Nope, not that Pokemon. All right, here we go. This is better. Yep, it just comes out as Elekid, but it's not my OT because the Electabuzz isn't my OT. Of course. What was I thinking? Okay, so I think if I catch an OT Electabuzz, it should work. I think that's the best bet. So let's keep this Croagunk. We'll release the Electabuzz and go catch an Electabuzz. Thankfully, I can just go hoard for an Electabuzz super easily in Sinnoh, and I do need to make sure I catch a female one, but that should be pretty easy with the horde Pokemon. I'm definitely not too worried about this one. Let's just hop over here and go for it. It should be 50% chance Floatzel or Electabuzz. How lucky am I? Pretty decently. All right, there we go. The female Electabuzz is caught. Time to go breed it with the Croagunk to make a little Elekid. What are the IVs, though? Let's make sure they're trash. Honestly, they're kind of decent. Ooh, that makes it a little harder to breed with this trash Croagunk. Maybe I should actually do something with it. You know what? I think I have to. That's okay. Just 1K wasted on the Croagunk. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and buy this Mienfoo for only 6K, 31 attack, 20 plus in every stat. I am going to have to go ahead and brace the speed, which is kind of funny, but you know what? It'll come out super solid, so we'll buy that. We'll buy these two braces, 20K, plus the 6K for the Mienfoo. Only cost me, what, 26K for this breed, and then obviously plus the cost of the Electabuzz itself. Let's put the speed brace over the Electabuzz, power brace on this Mienfoo. There we go. Breed is ready. Let's see a really nice Elekid come out. Hopefully, Patrouski OT. Perfect. There we go. Elekid taken care of. What is next, Master Pokedex? Electivire. Wow. I really wish I would have paid attention to that, because I could have done that trade evolution first. But, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. I'm going to waste a little bit of time now leveling this Elekid to level 30 to get it into an Electabuzz, to evolve that into an Electivire. Kind of a goofy mistake, a little silly goofy move, but that's okay. It's going to work out. We got Magby and Magmar. We need actually both of these. So I could go get a Magmar and then breed it down into a Magby, but if Magby's decently easy to find, I could get that and then evolve it. I think Magmar is going to be actually the easier one. It's a horde, yeah. Let's just do the Magmar one. But I will say, once again, this has the same issue where I kind of need to catch a Magmar OT, evolve it into Magmortar, and then breed it down. So let me make sure I actually do the right thing on that. Back to Sinnoh we go. And I've definitely got to shout out T-Num's videos, man. T-Num's on YouTube. His video guides on where to catch these very specific Pokemon has actually been saving me a ton of time. Great PokeMMO YouTuber, super underrated. Make sure to check him out. But I have to surf all the way up here, I believe. I'm trying to get to Fugo Ironworks, or I believe Fugo. I'm not quite sure. But if I get up here, I should be able to write it. I think I just sweet sent right here, and it should be a ×5 horde of Magmar. Yup, there we go. Beautiful shiny hunt here. Incredible shiny hunt. Definitely need Lepa berries, though. All right, there we go. The Maggie boy is caught. I'll go ahead and put him in the PC, get ready to essentially trade evolve him, and then I can always breed him down later on. He also came out with pretty good stats and jolly nature. What's with those two Elekid, Electabuzz, and Magmar being so tied? Let's put the Magmarizer. Yep, let's put that on him. Throw him in the PC down in that bottom row to be ready to be trade evoed. And we'll put the Elekid in here as well to be ready to be XP trained. And we'll move on for now. Wait. Did that Elekid randomly roll? It randomly rolled Adamant Nature. Talk about YouTuber luck. That's so good. Not that Electivire is an especially powerful or useful Pokemon, but it's cool to have a kind of mediocre comp version of it with correct nature. That's a super solid Electivire. Wish it had 31 speed, but still, that's a great comp. All right, what is next? Tons to do, tons of Pokemon to catch. What do we have to do next? Let's go on the list. Electivire, Magby, Electivire, Magmortar. Those are all essentially done. Eeveelutions. These are actually some of the easiest ones we're going to do today. All I need is 3 EVs, and then I just need to Thunderstone, Firestone, and Leaf evolve this one near a mossy rock. That'll be an interesting little video to make, I guess, or at least show you guys how to do that. Okay, first things first, we need all the EVs. I might have some EVs in here that I'm ready to work with. Let's see. This one I wanted to turn into a Vaporeon. Vaporeon is not one of the ones I need, unfortunately, so I'm not going to waste that, of course. However, I do have this EV, my OT, with 15 IVs across. I can absolutely abuse that for a nice OT on a Pokemon, so we'll grab that. We'll also have to breed 2 EVs or so. Wow, the first Eevee I looked at 5 minutes ago posted. Look at these stats. Oh yeah, I'm gonna yoink that up for 2,800. That is a really decently. This one as well. Wait, people are putting Eevees up for too cheap, or at least someone listed 2 Eevees for way cheaper than they should have been. 31 special attack. This was 2,800. Easy fucking deals. Let's deal with this one first. Let's go ahead and actually Firestone it. We'll go ahead and I think we need Flareon, right? So part of me also wants to not stone it and keep this one an Eevee since it is my 15 IVs across. You know what? I think that'll make things more interesting as well. Let's keep that one. I like the idea of keeping the 15 story one an Eevee itself. What we need, the Leafeon, we need Flareon, and we need was it Jolteon? I forget which ones. Flareon, Jolteon, and Leafeon. Yes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna breed 3 Eevees. Fuck it. Now we have 2 EVs with good special attacking stats, which will be great for Jolteon and even Flareon kind of. Flareon and Leafeon, hilariously, are kind of the 2 physical EVs. So I actually kind of need physical EVs with those stats, but I'll probably just sell these off. Let me go ahead and buy myself any sort of good EV. It doesn't really matter what I turn it into. Anything that is cheap right now on the GTL, it's a good deal. People are posting, yeah, look at this. EV for 31 special attack for 3K, that is underpriced, my friend. Underpriced. I will definitely yoink that up. Okay, that's perfect. Let's just start with this EV breed. I'll find a good breeder for it. It should be pretty simple. I do need a Ditto, but it shouldn't be that bad. I'm shooting for 25 plus in the defense, 31 speed, and then 24 plus in the HP. And this Ditto came up. That's only 8,500, and this is super solid. I'll pick that up for that. I really should try to relog at some point or another to fix this visual glitch, but carrying on, this breed should actually bring me some really nice profit. I just need a special attack brace and a speed brace. With those equipped, the breed is going to look a little something like this. Patrouski OT, 31 special attack, 31 speed, and hopefully 20 plus HP, and then 27 plus defense. That's just a fantastic EV. Do I want to pay the extra for the female? Probably. Kind of a tough one, because it does cost a lot more. Ooh, I'm not sure. I have to think about that for a sec. The best way to figure out whether that's going to be worth it or not is to actually go over to the GTL, search for 31 special attack, 31 speed, go over to Eevee, sort by lowest price, and then let's check the lowest price for male being 55k, and let's check the lowest price for female being 150. Yup, it is definitely worth to pay the extra 21k for a female. Are you kidding me? That is super turbo giga worth. It's always good to check on stuff like that. Let's grab those other Eevees and do more breeds. And I'm going to log out really quick. It's starting to bother me a little bit. All right, upon relogging, it should fix it. Just kidding. Do I have to restart my entire game? Maybe it's just not glitched? I don't know. It looks way different to me. The colors, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I just need to dry off. I don't know. Maybe it's an actual in-game effect. I have no idea. Let's move on to the next Eevee. We'll do the other 31 one as well. This one's 31 special attack, if I'm not mistaken, and tons of 25 pluses. I think I'm going similar on this one as well. 31 speed and then 25 plus in HP and defense. I kind of want to see if I could maybe high roll the special defense, but that's when things get really, really expensive, as you can see. If I keep it simple, keep this at 0. Don't see anything too crazy. What if I do 20 plus on the attack as well, in case it wants to go mixed? I'm paying like 10k more at that point. Is that really worth it? Yeah, I think it's like 10k. Well, even more than that. It's like 15 or 14k more. I'm just going to go with this 13k one. It's uber cheap. If I high roll the attack, it's kind of cool. If not, it doesn't really matter. These are EVs. Not really many of them actually need the physical attack. And these are probably going to be used as breeders. I'm going to make them female EVs, and people breed them one last time to make a final breed. They will be turned into like Leafeons and stuff. And people just buy them to breed, essentially. All right, time for the last EV to breed. This one has no 31s, but it was super cheap, 2,800 or so, and it has really good stats across the board. I think I'm just going to go for the 31 defense on this one to essentially fill it out. Let's see how much this is going to cost, because obviously this is looking like a super, super expensive Ditto, but I could be wrong. There might be a really good deal on the GTL right now. Honestly, 17k is not bad at all for that. That is kind of shocking. What if I lower that to like 20? 12k? Dude, I do not mind. That's actually, there's no way I'm going to be able to find a cheaper one and like brace something on the Eevee. Yeah, that's just the cheapest deal I'm going to find. That's honestly really good. And now I don't have to worry about double braces. All I have to do is defense brace the Ditto, and that's all the bracing I have to do. I don't think I care about the nature on that. Yeah, not at all. Let's go ahead and equip these together, and bam, there we go. One brace, really, really cheap breed. The Ditto cost me 12k. I guess this is going to be the most expensive part of the breed. The Ditto cost me 12k. The Eevee was 3k. That's 15k plus one brace, 25k plus the 21k. That's hilarious that was like the most expensive part, was the paying for the gender. So that ends up being like what, 46k or so. We have 3 EVs on the way. Let's move on for now. Next up, we have Porygon, which I already have pretty much figured out. I just need to actually put the item on, because I'm making a Porygon-Z for Johto. It's actually part of my team for that. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in the party for a quick sec. I'm going to put the upgrade on him, and he'll just be ready to be trade evoed. Porygon's a really easy one, because you literally just need to trade evo him twice, essentially, with one upgrade, and there's another item as well. So it's one upgrade and one dubious disc. I think I have the dubious disc as well. Yeah, you get them from the storylines, and I've never really used them. So there we go. That guy is ready to go whenever. And we are coming up on the last section. This was my goal. I wanted to complete all of this in this video and then do one more episode 4, where I do all my breeding, do all my leveling, XP training, maybe some EV training, etc, etc. But we only have this section left to cover. Moving on, next up is Omastar, which is just another XP one. So once I get one OT Ammonite, which I can actually just go get from a fossil or something, I might have one. Let's check. Nope, I do not, but I might have the correct fossil. I think it's Helix. I'm going to buy a Helix fossil off the GTL super quickly. Just go pop that, and then I'll just go train that up into an Ammonite. That's super fun and easy. 4,300, not even expensive. I'm going to make sure to go pop that as well, just while I'm thinking about it. You could head over to Sinnoh and pop it way faster. This is actually one of the slower places to pop fossils, since you have to run back out of the area and then run back in. It's kind of slow, kind of annoying, but I only have one fossil to pop, so it's really just not that big of a deal. I think this is the NPC. Yep, should be pretty easy. So once you give him the fossil, you run out of the room, you run back in, and then he'll just be ready to give it to you. Same as the traditional games. Let's see if we get any decent rolls on the Ammonite. Timid is actually decent, but nothing else. That'll just be XP trained up to an Omastar. And one of our EVs hatched. Docile nature, not great, but great IVs, and female, of course. Let's throw that Ammonite in the PC, and all of our EVs hatch, so let's check those, hoping for some good random nature rolls. It would be super nice, but once again, not really required. Bashful, Hasty, Let's check the IVs, 20 plus all there. I think all the IVs should be pretty guaranteed. I don't know if we had any like serious rolls happening. Yeah, everything's pretty solid. Now it's time to just go ahead and evolve them. The first ones are really easy, just a Firestone. Let's use our untradeable ones. Always make sure to use your untradeable ones if possible. We're gonna do a Firestone, and then we'll do the leaf, the mossy rock thing. We'll do Firestone on this one, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes we'll be selling them as breeders, but we'll do Firestone here. Probably Thunderstone on one of these two. Doesn't really matter. They're pretty much, I think they're like the exact same. They're both 27 in the defense and the HP. That's so funny how similar they are. And even 6 attack IV. These two EVs are so similar. That's shocking. The only difference is, oh, one's a not IC. That's crazy, though. There we go. Flareon added to the Pokedex. All right, all the level up or evolve moves declined. Now it's time to actually go ahead and quickly do the Jolteon. Shouldn't really matter which one we do. We'll do the first one. Why not? Bam, there we go. Beautiful Jolteon added to the Pokedex. Easy peasy. I'm curious to actually check. Pokedex, Kanto Pokedex, what are we at? 207 out of 239. And we have tons of ones stored up in the PC as well. Don't forget. All right, there we go. Jolteon done as well. Now it's time to do the fabled Leafeon, which requires a level up near the Mossy Rock. Now, there's Mossy Rocks all over PokeMMO. I think there's one in each region. I could be mistaken, but I'll show you at least one of them in today's video. I'm going to throw these in the PC down here for now. They just need to be sold off later. All right, probably the easiest moss rock that most people have access to is going to be the one in Viridian Forest. It's literally right over here. And the cool thing about this is you don't actually have to gain XP to actually get them to evolve. You can simply use an XP candy. So I'm going to go ahead and just use a small XP candy on this Eevee. It's going to give it 6 levels, which is hilarious, but this should allow it to evolve into a Leafeon as well. And here we go. After declining tons of evolution moves or level up moves, here we go. This should be the Leafeon itself. Let's see if we start to see the image of it. I always make sure to watch to make sure. Yep, there we go, Leafeon. Watch me. If you're evolving something that could be evolved into something else, just, make sure that you kind of see the image of it and then cancel if it's not the right one you want. And bam, there we go. Leafeon completed. Level 7 Leafeon's kind of funny. Throw that sucker in the PC to be sold off for later and keep making progress. We have Porygon taken care of, Omastar taken care of. Next up, if we keep going down the list, Marvel? Azurill. Azurill. We have Marvel taken care of. We just need Azurill. Now, I believe to get Azurill, you do have to breed these Pokemon with an essence to actually get it to be a baby. I could be wrong. We're going to double check on that. And yes, you do need a C Incense for this, but thankfully I do have some in my boxes. And once you have those, you just need to breed any Osmorills or whatever together. I'm just going to do that pretty easily and quickly because I don't want to worry about getting IVs on a baby Pokemon, because then I have to evolve it anyway and level it up just to be able to sell it properly, because if you try to sell a baby Pokemon for its IVs, it won't come up under the search criteria when someone is looking for certain egg groups. It doesn't have an egg group. It's just a cannot breed Pokemon. All right, here we go. C Incense on the Osmorill, a random Pokemon of the same age group, and it doesn't come out. But I keep doing this mistake. I need a Patrouski OT Maril or Osmorill, of course. Such a noob mistake of me. This is what a couple hours of working towards the Pokedex completion does to you. It melts your little monkey brain. Thankfully, Maril and Osmorill are like crazy common Pokemons in tons of crazy locations, so I'm not super worried about it. I should be able to just surf here, I think, and catch one really quick. I do need a female if possible, though, to breed with this Corphish. Here's a Maril encounter. First encounter. Will it be a female? Not quite. Almost perfect. There we go. 2 Maril encounters is all it took. Quick false swipe and a spore and a catch. Whew, there we go. There's the catch. This video has ended up being a lot longer than I expected / wanted it to be, but I just want to get it done at this point. 2 times 30. Honestly, I don't really care about that. I'm still just going to go ahead and see Incense breed that. Sorry to those who irritates. Let's go ahead and do this breed. There we go. Azurill, Patrouski OT taken care of. And while that hatches, let's continue on. I need Weavile. How many Pokemon do I have left to take care of? I need Weavile 1, Octillery 2, Wynaut and Wobbuffet 3 and 4, kind of 3-ish. We need Mantyke 5, Togetic 6, Togekiss 7, 5 to 7 Pokemon left. That's it. We can do it this episode and then finish it off with a big XP extravaganza. Oh, and Mamoswine. I almost skipped over him. How could I? What a great Pokemon. I can actually just go ahead and catch myself a Piloswine here in Icefall Cave. I'm hoping that it's the horde right inside the cave, but I'm going to test it. I'm hoping it's just the horde that's right inside the cave. Dewdon as well. Maybe it's Dewdon / Piloswine. We can hope. Looking like it might just be Dewdon here. I might head deeper into the cave and try it. We get Golbat hordes here, a little deeper into the cave. This might not be worth it, man. I might just have to head over to the place in Unova. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. The place where I know I can find Piloswine. I think that's a really important thing with this is it's not really the time to test out new locations. Just go to the locations where you know things spawn and get that Pokedex taken care of. It's crazy how long I can spend playing this game and how many mistakes you can still make. There's just so many aspects to this game and so much information to remember. Now we can head over to the giant chasm, I believe, in Kanto, or Unova, excuse me, and this should be a really easy go guaranteed catch for the Piloswine. And then we'll have to teach it ancient power and level it up, and that will give us the Mamoswine. Right here on the other end of Giant Chasm should be like a 100% horde spot for Piloswine. Some people use this for an XP training spot, actually. Hilariously, I can actually repeat ball to catch the Piloswine since I already have that in my Pokedex, but I need to evolve it into Mamoswine to get that dex entry. Just kind of funny. And bam, there we go. The Piloswine caught, and I will have to evolve that up into a Mamoswine. I have to make sure it gets ancient power as well. It does already have it. Okay, that's a huge relief. We'll throw that into the PC and see what's next. We've got 15 Pokemon or so to be leveled up and only 4 to be traded. Honestly, not too shabby. Around 20 Pokemon to get taken care of, quote unquote. What is next? I think Weavile. Weavile is another one of those Pokemons where the best way to handle it is probably just going to be to evolve it. Level up while holding a Razor Claw Nighttime. Now, this may be a Pokemon that I actually just deal with like as soon as possible because time-based Pokemon can be a pain. I don't want to be stuck on this. I might just deal with this as soon as it turns nighttime in game and just actually deal with it now. So essentially just level it up early. Let's go ahead and see where's the best place for me to get a Sneasel. I could just breed a Sneasel, honestly, really quick. Let's just do that. It's the tried and true lazy method. Our Azurill did hatch as well. That should add it to the Pokedex. Let's double check really quick. Yep, good. Now we can go ahead and release that and go breed ourselves a Sneasel. Maybe we try to breed ourselves a good Sneasel as well. I think it's fun to do so. Also, 9K for a Sneasel with these stats. I'm definitely game. It's in the field A group, so I'll need a 31 speed breeder for this. These are the stats I'm looking for. 25 plus, 31 speed, field, male. Let's get rid of the Sneasel in the search engine. 40K is pretty freaking expensive for that. I really don't want to spend that if possible. That's actually terribly expensive. Let's lower these stats to 20. Let's try something like this. 14K. What if we lower this to 20? 14K still. 14K is a little more than I'd like to spend, but it's not terrible. I'll go ahead and get it up for time purposes. We need a speed and a special defense brace. Get that breed going. And it's going to come out looking like this, 2 times 31, and really just nice stats across the board. Patrouski OT will evolve that into a Weavile as soon as possible. Don't care about the gender on that. It is almost nighttime in game as well. I had to keep that in mind. But while that is hatching, moving on, we have Octillery to deal with. Level 25. I could just go catch one in the wild, rare, lore. Very common. Okay, so we can actually just go catch Octillery at a very common rate. That's worth to do versus leveling this one up. So we're going to go ahead and go do that. Sunny Shore City in Sinnoh seems like one of our best bets for Octillery. And for a quick little update, we are currently at 209 out of 239 caught OT in Kanto decks. If I Super Rod here, it should be a very common encounter rate. Let's see how common that really means. First encounter, we see Gyarados. Second encounter, we see Gyarados. And third encounter, we see Gyarados. Okay, after 7 Gyarados encounters in a row, I'm not happy. I'm going to head over to Pastoria City. I assume I'm just not in the right location in Sunny Shore, but I don't know how that should matter there. I don't know. I'm going to try this location and see how this works. And more Gyarados at this location as well. I've been kind of shocked how many Pokedex entries seem to be strange or at least not full of the exact information you want when doing this kind of hunt. Maybe I'm just in the wrong spot. It's probably a lot of user error, but still frustrating. There we go. The legendary octopus has finally been encountered. After a couple super rods here, we got it. Level 49. Let's go ahead and False Swipe Spore. Should be a pretty easy catch. Then next up, after this octopus, we're going to have to deal with Wynaut and Wobbuffet, which are kind of a weird Pokemon. I kind of really want to go for the wild Wynaut, funnily enough. It's kind of lazy. I just know that you have to... Catching Wobbuffet in that horde is a pain. I might just go for the lawn running back and forth. You know what? I kind of don't mind, honestly. I'm kind of in the mood. Let's just go ahead and go lore for Wynaut, hilariously, at 3 Island Port. Octillery is caught. There we go. Let's check the stats for fun. Any decent IVs? Nope, that's okay. And now since we're already in Pastoria, we can take the quick boat back over to Kanto, go to 3 Island, and look for that Wynaut with lures specifically. Now, Three Island Port is kind of a weird location. You have like this spot right here, but you actually have to go through this little cave area. And then on the other side of this, you actually get to the Three Island Port, I believe. Yep, there we go. So I want to go ahead and pop lures in this spot. This is also a ×5 horde spot for Dunsparce, which is a really cool shiny. Speaking of Dunsparce, there you go. Whew, okay, it took me like 4 full lures, but I finally encountered myself a Wynaut. I'm going to spore it first just to be safe. And I'm also going to Ultra Ball just to keep it really safe. It took a while to find. I don't want to lose this. Bam, there we go. Wynaut caught. That was the lazy man's option. What Pokemon is up next? Our Sneasel did hatch as well. Once again, we need to evolve this up into a Weavile at nighttime. So we probably should go do that ASAP. What is the method for it again? Let's double check really quick. Level up while holding a Razor Claw. If I have a Razor Claw in my inventory, I can actually, yes, we can just do this right now. Razor Claw, XP Candy. I'm just going to go ahead and do that really quick. XP Candies are awesome. How much XP does it need to the next level? It's only level 1. Okay, perfect. Look at this. Beautiful. Bam, Weevil coming. Here we go. The nice Weavile evolution added to the Dex, boys. Really interesting Pokemon. A really cool OU competitive Pokemon that I never really played with much, which kind of explains why I didn't have it in my Pokedex, but it's a really cool Pokemon. We're now at 212 out of 239, and moving on, we need to eventually level up this Wobbuffet, but that won't take too much at all. I'm not super worried about that. We have Mantyke to take care of. I need to go catch a Mantyke and then breed it down with, I believe, a Wave Incense. Another one of those Incense baby Pokemon. Also, the visual glitch fixed once I headed over to the Unova region. Kind of funny. I can go ahead and release this Octillery. I do not need that anymore. I do need the Wynaut, and the Weavile is down here to be sold off later. Now, I need to go actually horde out here. There's a Mantyke horde out here in Undella Town really easily. I think it's right here, ×5, which is super easy. I'm here all the time for XP training. I do have to kind of watch out, though, because my Breloom is 4 times weak to flying attacks, so some Hurricane spams could mess me up. I just realized that Mantyke and Togetic are actually the last 2 Pokemon that I need to prep, because that's going to be 2 in 1 for Togetic and Togekiss. So this is the last 2 in terms of preparation, and then we're going to call it. Let's go ahead and catch this female Mantyke. This Mantyke, for whatever reason, is a huge problem to catch. I false swiped it, spored it, pretty much at 1 HP. It's restoring some HP from Aqua Ring, but I repeat balled it and I couldn't catch it. And I do have Mantyke itself in my Pokedex, so that should get affected by the repeat ball. I just need the Mantyke. It still wouldn't catch. Level 36, by the way. I never would have expected Mantyke to be a Pokemon with like a really high catch rate, but it's kind of coming off like that. I don't know if there was a glitch on the OT or what happened. I swear this thing ate up like 12 repeat balls and it finally got caught up on an Ultra Ball. That was a pain to catch. And it looks like I don't have the Wave Incense either, so I'm going to have to check the GTL for that and hope that's actually an item. Maybe it just needs the Sea Incense. No, I see the Wave Incense. Okay. And I'm going to get upcharged on the GTL. I should just go somewhere, but honestly, it's only a 1K upcharge. I'm going to do the lazy man thing and just go for it via that. Don't do that, though, if you don't have to. You can just go to the location. I believe it's in Hoenn. There should be an incense shop, and I think Rustboro City. Someone could correct me in the comments. But with the Wave Incense acquired and a cheap Water A male A group breeder acquired, we can go ahead and finally get the Mantyke. This was like some of the toughest ones. I feel like these last couple, like the Wynaut and the Mantyke, have been some of the toughest ones to get, funnily enough. So we're going to give that plenty of time to hatch and then also work our way towards that Togetic. So funnily enough, the best way to actually get this Togetic is going to be to buy a Togetic off the GTL, breed it down into a Togepi since I do have OT for that, and then level it all the way up to a Togekiss. Now I will say I actually already have my Togetic, or Togepi, excuse me, from the storyline that's 15s across. I really don't mind, honestly, turning this into Togekiss. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that into the first box. And you know what that means? We're essentially done. Essentially done, kinda done, not really done. What I have to do now is wait for this Mantyke egg to hatch, and then we have to XP train everything that we've been preparing and everything we've been working towards, but it shouldn't be too bad. But thank you guys so much for watching up to this point in this series, and hopefully I'll see you on episode 4 to finally wrap things up and complete my first Pokedex in PokeMMO after, you know, just 11 years of playing the game. Not a big deal, but it's pretty crazy to finally do something like this after so long, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO content, daily videos. Follow the Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. The Discord link is down below for updates on all that content. I actually just finished moving recently, so streams were really wonky for the time being. This is probably coming out way after that's happened though. And if you want to go above and beyond and support my content, support my channel, keep things rolling, if I've given you enough hours of content to warrant it, if I've either A, helped your PokeMMO journey, or B, given you mildly entertaining background content while you're grinding the game, getting those shinies, getting those PvP Pokemon, or maybe even completing your Pokedex, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and most importantly, PayPal/Venmo donations do keep the lights on and do allow me to keep making content. Appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day. Thank you for your time and good luck. Hey, thanks so much for watching until the very end of the video. I super appreciate that, and if your name is on this list, I appreciate you even more. Thank you so much for going above and beyond in supporting the channel, allowing me to stay full time, and trying to make the best PokeMMO content possible. Thanks again for watching.